Are you basic? Perfect. Today, we're making pumpkin spice creme brulee with pumpkin seed tuiles. Let's get going. Alright, in a small saucepan, start with 2 cups of heavy cream. Then add 1 vanilla bean and 2 cups of sugar, 2 cinnamon sticks, 1 teaspoon ground clove, 1 teaspoon ground nutmeg, 1 teaspoon ground ginger, and about 2 tablespoons of candied ginger. Put on a medium-low heat and bring just to a simmer. Place a rolled-up kitchen towel underneath a bowl with 5 egg yolks in it and slowly whisk in the cream mixture to temper the eggs. Once about half of the mixture is added to the eggs, pour the egg and cream mixture back into the pot and add about a cup of pumpkin puree, and then optionally 2 tablespoons of hazelnut liqueur. Put the pot back on the stove and heat the mixture to 175 degrees. Strain the vanilla bean and cinnamon sticks out of the brulee base and put into a container to pour into our ramekins. Pour into 4 oven-safe baking dishes and place into a pan that we can add hot water to. Place in the oven at 350 degrees and add hot water halfway up the side of the ramekins and cover with foil. After baking for about 25 to 30 minutes, the custard should be completely set and not jiggle when shaken. Let cool to room temperature and then put in the refrigerator overnight. The next day we can start our tuiles, which are just thin, crispy cookies. Put 2 egg whites in a small bowl, add a half cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, a half teaspoon of nutmeg, a half teaspoon of clove, a half teaspoon of ginger, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Mix until combined and add 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Then mix in a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Spoon out the mixture into 2 tablespoon portions on a silicone baking mat. Spread out thinly in a circle and sprinkle heavily with pumpkin seeds. Shake to settle. Bake at 375 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes or until lightly golden brown. Now we can sprinkle our brulee with sugar and use a blowtorch to melt it. It's okay if the flame touches the sugar, just move it around, and once the sugar starts to melt, carefully tilt the ramekin to allow the sugar crust to spread evenly. And you know you did it correctly for creme brulee makes this sound when you crack into it with a spoon. Alright, let's give this bad boy a taste. I hate that I like this so much. It's like pumpkin pie, but on crack. I don't know how to explain the extra level of flavor that you get out of this. It's so creamy. Let's try a cookie. Super crunchy. Great pumpkin seed flavor. You really can't go wrong with this. Look at that. Oh yeah. I really wouldn't even eat this with a meal. This should be kind of its own thing. You don't want to ruin your appetite for this. It's so good. I'm just gonna sit here and eat the whole thing. I'm really happy with how these turned out. I'm also making a huge mess on the floor.